Um, and then as I did follow the academic path, I went then and did a master's and on to a PhD. Um, I got, as I said from early on, having this strong interest in communicating to people who were non-experts. Then I started as an academic to start writing things for the public. And it first started with op-eds, the thing on an editorial page of the paper, and then an individual is allowed to write something. It's hard when you're a young academic because they really don't want your op-eds. They don't even look at them sometimes because the newspapers get so many. Once you get your foot in the door, though, then like nowadays my op-eds get sort of accepted automatically, and I started to learn the techniques of writing for the public. An op-ed, it's 800 words, 600 words. It's structured with a real design that there's the hook that brings someone in right away. Then there's the argument, but not too much information. There's the metaphors, and then there's the sort of bringing it together at the end. And I started to really develop a technique for that. Then my first academic book called The Cost of Climate Policy was really for academics and experts. And I learned how to really use short anecdotal stories about real people and their lives as a way of making the information accessible. When I do academic work now, I focus much more on what can work for a climate-concerned politician and climate-concerned voters. And so that is about not just sort of writing for academics and doing academic style work, but thinking about how do elections happen? How do people develop policy? How do they implement policy? And what can climate-concerned citizens do, both as voters, as engaged citizens, and as people who want their own lifestyle to be low emission, to have an electric vehicle or take transit, to not be burning natural gas in their homes anymore. And so it's been for me a nice meshing of the things that my academic work, where it needs to go, and of many academics, and my love of writing and communicating for the public. And so I feel really blessed with that. And the goal of it is to empower people. It's to enable them to not just feel hopeless in the face of climate change, but actually to be agents of change themselves, and not force them, though, to become academic readers in order to be able to do that. So that's why I write for the public.